In the 5th year of my marriage to Julian Croft, he cheated on me with his young, beautiful, and stunningly attractive female assistant, French kissing at parties, sharing a bed on business trips. Everyone said I was just a tool for Julian to maintain his image as a good man. I didn't have a hysterical breakdown. I just watched the farce unfold with a calm heart. Later, when I lost our child, Julian searched for me like a madman. I simply told him that he, too, was just a substitute. The whole world knew that Julian Croft would marry me. From school uniforms to a wedding gown, we had been together for 7 years. He promised me a grand, unparalleled wedding, to welcome me into his family with all the splendor imaginable. On our wedding day, in a custom-made gown, I married the man who loved me. Everyone said that a man like him, a prince of the capital's elite circles, could never be faithful to one person. It was only a matter of time before he strayed, but for 5 years, it seemed Julian loved me more and more. He would prepare my favorite breakfast and wake me with a gentle kiss. When I was in a mood, he would patiently coax me out of it. When I was sad, he would hold me in his arms. We were like any other loving couple, doing the cliché, romantic things. We would make love, our bodies entwined. In the depths of our passion, he would whisper, "My love, give me a child, one as beautiful and sweet as you." I thought our life would continue on this ordinary, happy path, until the day I found out I was pregnant. I cried tears of joy. Before I could tell him, I saw him locked in a passionate embrace with his new female assistant. On that day, Julian Croft stopped loving me. He had a small private party that night. He usually took me with him. I knew all his friends, but this time, he said, "It's just a bunch of guys. It would be boring for you." Fine. I was happy to have a quiet evening at home, but by midnight, he still hadn't returned. I knew he couldn't drive if he was drunk, so I went to pick him up. As I approached the door, I heard him and his friends laughing. The door was ajar. I could see inside, and I saw someone who shouldn't have been there. Julian's new secretary, Sienna Hayes. "Julian, this new secretary of yours is something else," one of his friends slurred. "Hot body, even hotter personality. I wonder if she's just as hot in." Julian slapped him on the back. "That's none of your goddamn business." The room fell silent for a moment, then erupted in boisterous laughter. Sienna's face was beet red. "Since you like her so much, why not make it official?" Another friend teased. Julian, a cigarette dangling from his lips, drawled, "Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Stolen fruit is the sweetest." He then casually patted Sienna's rear. "But keep your mouth shut," he added. "If Isla finds out, you're all dead to me." They all laughed. "Your wife trusts you completely. What's there to be afraid of?" No one knew that I was standing outside, my heart frozen. Sienna looked hurt. The man who had just spoken piped up again. "Little sister Sienna, if Julian won't give you a title, why not come with me?" "I will." Sienna, furious, grabbed Julian's face and kissed him. The room exploded with cheers. Julian, enjoying the attention, kissed her back. They stood there, locked in a passionate French kiss for a full 3 minutes, as if they were the only two people in the world. I watched, my heart twisting in agony. I had never imagined he would cheat. I had always believed that trust was the foundation of a lasting marriage. But the old saying was true, you can trust the love, but love itself is fickle. That night, Julian called me several times. I didn't answer. Then, a text. "Urgent matter at the office. Won't be home tonight. Go to bed early." An urgent matter indeed. A tryst with his little secretary. The excuse was pathetic. He had used it 1,000 times, and I had always believed him. In a marriage, small things can be tolerated, but not betrayal. Julian Croft, it's time for a divorce. The next morning, a gossip site posted a video with the headline, "CEO of Croft Corporation's late-night rendezvous with curvaceous beauty." Within 5 minutes, it was the top trending topic. The video was dark and blurry, but Julian's tall, lean figure was unmistakable. I had known him for 12 years. He and Sienna looked like a perfect couple. If not for the glaring headline, anyone would have thought them a loving husband and wife. Soon, a netizen dug up Sienna's social media accounts. She was a minor influencer, now Julian's personal secretary. She then posted a photo of them kissing on the street with the caption, "Two shadows in the moonlight. One is mine, and the other is also mine." The internet erupted. "I knew it. I said he would cheat. They're all the same. Cheating, scandals. If there's no news, they might as well just broadcast the weather." My morals are shattered. Mistresses are so brazen nowadays. So what if she's a mistress? In love, the one who isn't loved is the third wheel. Most of the comments were about the cheating husband and the other woman. A few were about me. Does his wife know? Maybe this is part of their kink. Who knows with rich people, she probably plays around even more than he does. LOL. I was about to turn off my phone when the Croft Corporation's official account released a statement. All rumors concerning the CEO of Croft Corporation are AI-generated fakes. Please do not spread misinformation. Legal action will be taken. Julian also posted, "Everyone calm down. I'm busy trying to appease my wife." The tide of public opinion turned instantly. I knew it. Julian Croft is a family man. Anyone who says otherwise, "I'll shut you up." Everyone turned on Sienna, calling her shameless and desperate for fame. That Sienna B, trying to climb the ladder. Doesn't she know her place? She's not even in his league. My own social media was discovered. MRS. Croft, you're so lucky to have such a wonderful husband. I ship you two so hard. Which direction do I need to pray in to get a man like Julian Croft? And the cynical, don't celebrate too soon. If it's not the secretary, it'll be the assistant. Men are all the same. The only good one is a dead one. I looked at the comments and laughed. I then posted all the evidence of his affair that I had gathered from a private investigator, with the caption, "So, what is the truth?" I no longer cared what the internet thought. Julian called me countless times. I didn't answer. He sent endless messages. I didn't reply. They all had the same central theme. As his wife, I should be more magnanimous. Magnanimous, my ass. Julian. There was a charity gala that night that I couldn't get out of. As soon as I arrived, I ran into Sienna. Julian must have brought her to give her a taste of high society, to prepare her to be the real Mrs. Croft. She smiled and trotted over to me. "Isla, I'm so sorry about last night. I accidentally posted that photo." Julian was so mad at me. He was worried about the stock prices. I know I was wrong. From now on, I'll get his approval before I post anything. You don't mind, do you? And those people online, they were so cruel, saying you were just part of our game. It's hilarious, isn't it? You've taken care of Julian for so long. Now it's my turn. He told me yesterday that I take much better care of him. She batted her eyelashes at me. I smiled back. You shouldn't let the internet comments get to you. After all, you're the one being called a mistress. Don't let it bother you. Her face fell. She looked me up and down, her eyes landing on the jade pendant I wore. That's a beautiful pendant. Isla, can I see it? She reached for it. Annoyed, I pushed her hand away, and my hand accidentally slapped her face. She lunged at me like a madwoman, pulling my hair. The pain was sharp. My head throbbed. Fortunately, I knew Taekwondo. I flipped her onto the ground. As I turned to leave, a strong hand grabbed my arm. It was Julian, his voice a low snarl. "If a single hair on her head is harmed, you will answer to me." He went to help Sienna, but she just sat on the floor, crying. She called me a mistress and hit me. I just said her pendant was pretty. Her tears made him melt. The next thing I knew, the pendant was ripped from my neck. He gently wiped her tears and handed it to her. "Whatever you want, I will get it for you." For a moment, I almost envied her. Julian had spent 3 days and 3 nights kneeling in a temple to get that pendant for me before our wedding. It was said to bind 2 lovers for all eternity. Now, it was worthless. He no longer loved me. My best friend, Mia, couldn't take it anymore. She pointed at him and cursed. "You two deserve each other. Julian Croft, you will regret this day." "Isla, let's go. This place stinks." We left, arm in arm, but my ties to Julian were not yet completely severed. I was pregnant. He didn't know, and now he never would. My hormones had always been unstable. This pregnancy was a surprise. The doctor told me that if I terminated it, it would be even harder to conceive naturally in the future. A new life should be a gift, but for a child born to parents who no longer loved each other, it would be a lifetime of pain. I decided to have an abortion. As I left the hospital, the afternoon sun was blinding. I hailed a taxi, intending to go home, pack my things, and leave. I couldn't stand to be under the same roof as him for another second. The property manager called. "Ma'am, there are some bags left at your front door. Could you please come and take care of them?" I was confused. We lived in a detached villa, hundreds of yards from our neighbors. When I arrived, I saw several black luggage bags on the doorstep. They contained my clothes and jewelry. Everything was there, except for the pocket watch my father had left me before he died. It was a family heirloom, kept in a safe in the study. Only Julian and I knew the code. I had to get it back. I tried the door. The code had been changed. So eager to move in, were they. We weren't even divorced yet. And half of this house was mine. I called him, my anger simmering. Sienna answered, her voice dripping with triumph. "Oh, Isla, I didn't know you were coming. Julian and I are still in bed. If we'd known, we would have tried to be a little quieter." She paused, and I heard Julian's laughter in the background. He wore me out last night, and this morning, he couldn't resist. You'll have to wait a minute. 15 minutes later, the door opened. Sienna stood there in one of Julian's oversized shirts. He was in bed, lazily getting dressed. The room was a mess. Our wedding portrait had been replaced with a new photo of him. I went straight to the study. The safe was open. The wooden box that held my father's watch was empty. She had done it on purpose. She knew how much it meant to me. I ran back out and slapped her. "Where is my watch?" "What watch?" she cried, looking innocent. Julian rushed out and pulled her behind him. I pushed him aside and slapped her again. "Where is my watch?" "I thought it was junk," she whimpered, "so I threw it in the trash can by the curb." Julian tried to stop me. I slapped him, too. "We are not divorced. You have no right to bring this whore into our home. Half of this house is mine. If my watch is gone, I will make you both pay." All I could think of were my father's last words. "As long as you have the watch, I will always be with you." Julian grabbed me. "It's just a watch. I'll buy you a new one." I stared at him, horrified. So this was what was left of his love. Nothing but an empty shell, devoid of a conscience. "How could you say that? It was my father's. You promised him you would protect me." He froze, watching me run out of the house. He didn't follow. A screech of tires, a chorus of screams, everything went black. I was in a long dream. I was 8 years old. My mother was a dancer. My father was a businessman. They were never home. I spent my afternoons at the neighbor's house, waiting for them. The neighbor had a handsome son, Ethan. He always had candy for me. "Be a good girl, Isla, and wait for your parents." "Okay," I would chirp, and he would smile and pat my head. I wasn't always good. I would hide and jump out at him, or put my favorite hair clips in his hair. He would never get angry, just threaten to withhold my candy, but he always had some for me the next day. He was my comfort in those lonely days. Then one day, my mother told me I didn't have to go to the neighbors anymore. They were moving to America. "You won't see him again." I ran to his house and saw his packed bags. "Ethan, please don't go," I cried. "I'll miss you." "Don't cry, Isla. We'll see each other again when you're all grown up. My name is Ethan. Don't forget me." He gave me one last piece of candy. Later, we received news from across the ocean. Ethan had died of leukemia. A month before he passed, he had sent me a box of candies from all over the world. I cried for days. I would never see my Ethan again. And then, I met Julian. He was gentle, and he would give me candy. I woke up in a stark white hospital room. Julian was by my bedside, holding my hand. He looked haggard, his eyes bloodshot, a rough stubble on his chin. He saw I was awake and frantically called for a doctor. "Isla, are you in pain? The doctor is coming. I found your watch. I had it repaired. See, it's as good as new. Are you thirsty? Should I get you some water?" "No," I said, my voice cold. He flinched, his expression hardened. "Do you know what I hate most about you, Isla? It's this indifference. I spent hours digging through a garbage dump for that watch because I knew you would be heartbroken. I searched the entire city for a master craftsman to repair it. And you were pregnant. And you kept it from me. If the doctor hadn't told me you had a miscarriage because of the accident, I would have never known. I found the appointment for the abortion in your phone. What did I ever do to you, that you would kill our first child?" He crouched by my bed and sobbed like a child. I looked into his eyes and told him calmly, "Because I don't love you anymore. I only loved you because you reminded me of someone else." I had never intended to find a substitute, but Julian's appearance had filled the void in my heart. The resemblance was uncanny from his features to his habits. For a while, I had let myself believe that my Ethan had come back to me, but he was not him. Julian went on a rampage, smashing everything in the room. "A substitute, after all I'd done for you. I loved you so much I would have died for you." His phone rang. It was Sienna, her voice trembling. "Julian, there's a man in a black coat at the door. I'm scared. Please come back." He left without a backward glance. "We'll talk when I get back." I laughed at the absurdity of it all. So much for his undying love. I moved to a private hospital and disappeared for a month. When I was discharged, Mia picked me up. She said Julian had been looking for me like a madman. Good. I had one last thing to settle with him. When he saw the divorce papers, he fell to his knees. "Isla, don't do this. I love you. If you don't love me now, it's okay. I can wait. The child is gone, but we can have another." I just looked at him with disgust. "Sign them. There is no need to drag this out. From the moment you cheated, you knew this day would come. I do not tolerate filth in my life." "I'll break up with Sienna," he pleaded. "We were never serious. I was just playing around. As long as you don't divorce me, I'll never touch another woman again. I slapped him. Who you love is none of my damn business. Sienna, who had been eavesdropping, burst in. Julian, don't say that. I can't live without you. I'm pregnant with your child. She tried to place his hand on her belly. He shoved her away. Who knows whose bastard that is? Well, go to the hospital tomorrow and get rid of it. It was a scene from a bad soap opera. The day we divorced, the sky was clear for the first time in weeks. As I was leaving the courthouse, he called my name. Isla. I'm sorry. If you ever need anything, call me. I'll always be there for you. No, thank you. I'm moving to America. I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. He started to say something else, but stopped. The next day, news of his engagement to Sienna was all over the city. They were planning a press conference to announce the wedding date. Sienna wanted to outdo my own wedding, to erase the stigma of being the other woman. She was a fool. Marriage is not about public spectacle. Everyone called him a scumbag, her a scheming bitch. I was curious to see this grand wedding. One day, Mia and I were shopping for my trip when we ran into them. Isla, Sienna chirped. Julian and I are getting married. You must come. No need for a gift. Your presence will be enough. You're welcome to come, Julian added. Mia scoffed. Attending a second wedding is bad luck. Who would want to go? I smiled. Oh, I'll bring a gift. A very special one. The day I was discharged, I had received an anonymous file. It contained chat logs and money transfer receipts, proving that Sienna had hired her cousin to run me over with his car. I knew she was vicious, but I never imagined she would try to kill me. The press conference was live-streamed. Julian in a black suit, Sienna in a white gown, a perfect couple. The wedding was set for the 8th of next month, their 100-day anniversary. A slideshow of their love story played on a giant screen. Then, the chaos began. The evidence I had received was leaked online. She has to die. No chance of survival. You just do it. I'll take care of your family. Only when she's dead can Julian and I be together without a care in the world. The internet exploded. Poor Isla Vance. Husband stolen. Then an attempt on her life. This mistress is terrifying. I am never getting married. Did the husband know? He looks so innocent. The reporters swarmed the stage. Miss Hayes, are the rumors true? Sienna panicked. It wasn't me. She deserved it. The police arrived and took her away. Julian, save me, she screamed. I only did it because I love you. The live stream ended, leaving only Julian, dazed and alone. In the wreckage, Sienna was sentenced to a long prison term. Even with the overwhelming evidence, she claimed she was innocent, that I deserved to die. I never understood her hatred, but some people, I learned, are just born evil. Because she was pregnant, her sentence was deferred for a year. 3 months later, her child was found to have a rare genetic disorder and was aborted. The Croft Corporation was boycotted. The company's stock plummeted. Then, it was discovered that their products contained harmful substances, and that Julian had evaded $500 million in taxes. The government seized all his assets. The golden boy of the capital became a penniless drunk. One night, he died of alcohol poisoning. Alone, I settled in a small seaside town in America. The weather was different, but I adapted. No one knew me here. I was free, and I was near the boy I had missed for so long. Ethan's grave was on a small hill overlooking the town. I planted white roses for him, because he had told me they symbolized pure, eternal love. I would go and talk to him whenever I was lonely. Ethan, I always thought you were the most handsome boy in the world. I still do. I still have some of the candy you gave me. When will you buy me some more? I painted a picture of us, all grown up. It's beautiful, isn't it? The food here is terrible. How did you ever get used to it? I'm learning to cook, otherwise I'll waste away to nothing. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves. Ethan, is that you, coming to see me?